You'll become one of the most abundant people in the world when you know this information. It won't be a matter of if or when your abundance is coming. Your abundance will happen instantly. Snap your fingers and it's there. I appreciate you subscribing right down at the bottom, and we are going to jump right into your abundance. Y'all, when I was in the shower today, I got one of the biggest blasts of intuition that came through to me. All of a sudden, it just clicked for me. And this message came to me. Make sure you write this down. This is going to help you. This is like the whole premise of this entire video. Abundance leads to more abundance, and abundance adds up. It was like the gears just clicked for me when this came to my mind. I was like, oh my gosh, this makes sense. All of this makes sense now, because when you start to recognize the abundance in your life already and appreciate it already, you'll be in the vibrational frequency of abundance, and it will lead to more abundance. So when I was in the shower and I got an abundance of intuition and blocks of thought coming through, it led to me having an abundance of inspired actions. So that's when I got the title for this video. And I got an abundance of thoughts coming through for this video. And then it led to an abundance of epiphanies, an abundance of realizations. And then I saw that I got more subscribers on my YouTube, so an abundance of subscribers. Abundance leads to more abundance. Recognize and appreciate your abundance, and it leads to more. You keep receiving abundance. Now your abundance, for a lot of people, and I know this was myself too, where I would do my visualizations, visualize myself having a very successful business and living on my own and having this grandiose, I think that's how you pronounce the word, a grand life. I would visualize that, and I would feel so abundant, especially an abundance of money in that department. And it always was out there. It was always in the future. Oh, I'll be abundant then. That's abundance. But what if I told you this? All your abundance, the abundance that for you to appreciate and recognize in your abundance is right now. It's in the present. Your present abundance leads to more abundance. So you're probably like, okay, well, I don't have the car. I don't have the extra $10,000. Well, guess what? The abundance in front of you is you watching this video right now, or if you're sitting down, you have an abundance of comfort. If you're watching this, you have an abundance of vision. You have an abundance of cells in your body. You have an abundance of oxygen. You have an abundance of mind power, an abundance of electricity so that you can watch this. There's you're abundant right now. And I bet if you were to recognize and appreciate all the abundance around right now in this present moment, the list would go on and on and on and on. You're always abundant. Now, this is what you really want to pay attention to, because abundance means you're always abundant. You're always abundant in everything. Always, always, always abundant. You can also be abundant in anger. You can have an abundance of frustration. You can have an abundance of lack. When you look at your bank account and you only see $100, an abundance of lack. There's an abundance of all of that. Recognize that abundance as well, because that is abundance. Appreciate that abundance too. Yes, I'm saying it. Appreciate your abundance of lack. And so what I do, I'm like, thank you for this abundance of lack. I recognize that it's there. I recognize that this is a valid, viable reality. And I recognize that this is on the same plane as an abundance of money. I choose to experience an abundance of wealth. And that's how you do it. So you're not invalidating the money in your bank account. You're not invalidating the abundance of lack. You're putting it on the same playing field as an abundance of money. When you value both of them the same amount, you can easily choose which one you prefer. Which one do you want to experience? Because a lot of times for people, they put money. Are you doing this? Are you putting money on this pedestal and you value it more than your abundance of lack? Do you value wealth? Do you value money more than you value an abundance of happiness or an abundance of love or an abundance of whatever? Do you put money here and value it more? Because what you're doing when you put it on that pedestal, you're making it making it seem like it's this hard, unattainable thing, because it becomes easy for you to have this abundance of lack. That becomes easier than this money. You don't value it as much as the money. So what I'm saying is, put them on the same playing field. Appreciate both of the abundance of money and the abundance of lack. Because when you do that, you can easily choose the reality you desire. The AAA. Appreciate all abundance. Remember that. If there's any takeaway from this, remember that AAA. Appreciate all abundance. All the abundance in your life. And remember to be in the vibrational frequency of abundance. Just look at what's in front of you. See what's in the present moment right now. Right now. What is around you? If I'm looking around right now, okay, and I have an abundance of comfort. I have an abundance of ideas for this video. I have an abundance of knowledge on manifestation. I have an abundance of food. I have an abundance of space. I have an abundance of condiments. I have an abundance of water. I have an abundance of cells. I have an abundance of health. I have an abundance of hearing. The list goes on. Do you see how easy that is to be abundant? You're so abundant right now. Like, you are the most abundant ever right now. When you can appreciate this and recognize this, you will be in the vibrational frequency of abundance, and abundance leads to more abundance. So you may have money come to you. That is a form of abundance. Now, that's not you don't have to just focus on the money, though. You can, and there's people that do that. But what happens a lot of the times is, since they're just so focused, or you may be more focused on that bucket, that you become successful in that area where it's easy for money to flow, but then you may be lacking on the abundance of happiness because you're so focused and locked tight on the flow of the abundance of money, as opposed to being open to all the forms of abundance, because abundance leads to more abundance. So if you're just on the money, where is it leading you? But if you're open to all forms of abundance, then that is what is meant for you, because your abundance of happiness can lead to an abundance of inspired thoughts and actions. And then from those inspired actions, you have an abundance of videos that you make. And from those abundance of videos that you make, you have an abundance of people commenting on your videos. Do you see how that works? The abundance just keeps coming and leads to more and more and more abundance. And then you have an abundance of people that are inspired by you. It keeps going on. One form of abundance will lead to another form of abundance, to another form, to another form, to another form. That's why you keep it open, right? And also, when you're open to all the infinite ways that abundance can come to you, and you recognize it, because you may also have somebody give you something. Somebody may give you a gift, or somebody may give you some money, or somebody will give you something. They may give you a car. They may give you this. They may give you that. That is abundance. If your mom is like, hey, I'm giving you $500. Some people are maybe like, oh, well, that doesn't count as a manifestation because it was just my mom. No, that is abundance. By you saying that statement, you cut off your abundance, or not so much cut it off, but more so you perceive it as being cut off. So recognize and appreciate that is abundance. And also, another form of abundance is if you trade with somebody. So if I offer my manifestation coaching to somebody that does marketing, and I'm like, oh, wow, I want to learn more about marketing and have a bigger social media presence. And they help me with that, and I help them with the manifestation. Well, we're both getting something out of that. That is abundance. Abundance happens in a bunch of different ways. So be open. You don't have to just be stuck on the money, because when you do what you love to do, what you're passionate about, what you're excited about, what just lights you up, that is a form of abundance, and you will receive, and it will lead you to more abundance. That's how it works. Abundance leads to more abundance, and abundance adds up. And the beautiful thing about this is, like, I thought I was going to make a video on nightmares. I thought I was going to make a video on that today, because that idea came to me, or that form of intuition came to me yesterday. So, and I was rehearsing it today, because sometimes I'll do just like a rehearsal video where I'm just talking in the mirror, or I'm just talking wherever I'm at, and I'm just like getting in the vibrational frequency. Now, what I say in that rehearsal doesn't translate to like what I actually say in the video. It just puts me in the vibrational frequency, and I'm just pumped up to do the video. But yeah, I thought I was going to do that one. But through that intuition that came through, it told me like, hey, this is the one for right now. So I was like, okay, I moved that one to the front, which is this video. So it was organized and synchronized just perfectly smoothly. But I appreciate you all for watching this video. What breakthrough did you get from this video? I know you got an abundance of breakthroughs. So put down in the comments below, what was your biggest breakthrough that you got?